Rick, tell us about your specialty as being the voice of Americana.
Yes, the voice of Americana. Um, yeah, that's a niche. Well, based on a niche, I came up with that's a slogan. Uh, I kind of listened to my clients steer me in that direction. They kept saying things like, "You've got this salt of the earth sound, this heartland sound, this all American guy kind of thing. This manly working man labor type guy." The farmer, the rancher, the construction worker. Um, and that was the kind of industry that I was working mainly in. It steered me in a direction and created my signature sound that was already there, but I needed to realize it and market in that direction.
Marketing is the key word. How do you market yourself?
Well, it's a combination of things. It's some letters, some postcards, it's emails, um, it's phone calls. Although I don't talk a lot on the phone during the day because I need my voice, so I don't like to talk that often on the phone. But there's a lot of online marketing involved, and that's I'm getting help with that these days. I'm working with a company called Max Audience out of San Diego, and they're an internet marketing company basically, but they understand overall marketing, and they're able to bring my ratings up with Google search engines and various search engines. As you get Google's God, you have to make sure that you're Google friendly. And they redesigned my website, and just did a lot of things. And it took about a year really to be able to teach them my business because they didn't know a lot about voice acting, and it's complex. It's not easy to market to, but the auditions. Every time I audition for a job, it's marketing. Because I'm remembered by you know people. I get messages all the time. We didn't think you were quite right for this audition, but I loved what you did, and that kind of thing is worth its weight in gold. And I keep track of those people and market to them. Just send them messages, thank yous. It's such a combination of almost knee jerk things, knee jerk reactions to things that happen every day. But it's not the easiest thing to market, that's for sure.
This is a very specialized and creative uh, field. What kind of skills do people need to get into this?
Yeah. Well, they do need skills. It's not as easy as it looks. If it's kind of like acting, when you think that you're not seeing the actors do anything, uh, chances are you're missing it all because the camera's right there in their face, just like that microphone picks up everything. And it takes it takes a voice, but it doesn't take a great voice. It just takes a voice that's real. The focus is on realism today with voiceover, uh, and it takes some acting ability. You need to go to actors workshops. Hone your acting skills. Learn the methods that actors use on camera. Get used to a microphone. Get used to your own voice. It helps that I have a musical background. Actors and musicians, I think, and I've heard it said many times, they make the best voice talent because the acting side, they're used to working with their own emotions, and it's how they interpret a script, make it come alive.
Well, you've been in this business for quite a while now, and you understand the industry.
Mm.
Where do you see the industry going from here to the future?
In several different directions, I think, but it's technology driven. You know, there's a lot of automated type voices out there with Siri and the equivalent, the Android equivalent, whatever that is. Um, you can tell I'm an Apple guy. uh, as those technologies develop, there's more and more need for the human voice. Even though it may be an automated voice that's actually being used, it's a voice that's being worked on that starts with a human voice. And there's all sorts of new areas now that just 10 years ago didn't exist. There's an online explosion of video. Video is so important. Corporations of all kinds now understand how important video is. And most of those videos have some type of narration involved. They've got music and sound effects and everything. And of course, you know, interesting photographs. And even the crude videos out there, they're all over the internet. And right now, that's acceptable as long as you can hear a decent voice actor on it. So that's pretty important.
Well, Rick, thank you very much for spending the time with me, and I hope to meet with you soon.
You're welcome. See you on down the road.